and welcome to episode 7 of the Sanctum playthrough that we are doing. That last playthrough went exceptionally well, thanks to some of the advice given to me by viewers of the series. Quite excited about going into this next one, thinking that we've now got a plan. I'm foolproof, I feel, plan that we're going to go through. So we're going to head into giant trees, and we are going to deal with the train station. So let's see what the train station has to offer us. We've got a lot of story going on here. Seems like there's some underhanded things maybe going on thanks to this comic strip layout here. That, you know, we're protecting or getting some files that apparently are of no use to anybody, and we have more story here. I'm probably not going to bother to read too much of this. Basically, I've just got to kill some aliens. Is the general gist of what I'm guessing here. So, I don't know whether just to change up my towers, leave the towers as they are. I pretty much like the setup as it is. So we're going to go with it here, and we are going to see what we see. Now, looking at the little mini map, this looks like an absolute headache. It just looks like the worst level ever. So let's take a look. Just go down here and then have a look. So there's my core. Important to the game structure. I can place barriers along the side here. And the little orange lines coming up here. So I can place barriers here. I can put one up there as well. Some along the side here. So let's just follow where this little orange line is coming from. So more towers can be placed along here, here, and here. So we can place more barriers along the side here. More barriers and stuff along the side here. Ooh, people. Hello guys, nice to see you. And that's where they come from, that darkness. And I imagine that loomy darkness over there also is going to be spawning enemies. And it looks like from the little mini-map there's going to be another set coming from over the back there. Now, the most obvious thing I've noticed is that I can't actually block or change their path. So they can pretty much stand on either side of this grating. So if I put a gun here with minimal reach, it's not going to actually attack these enemies going up this left hand side. So I'm then going to have to put a tower on this side. Oh no, they have to channel through this bit. Yeah, they have to walk through there, no matter what. I was going to say I have to put a tower on either side of the walkway here in order to get the kills, which seems like a complete and utter waste of towers. I also have two random towers I can just place in, those just blocker towers that they're not guns. But I can't imagine what the point of that would be, because at the end of the day they're not blocking anything. They're of no use to anybody. They're just wasting space. So this is going to be an interesting one, I feel. Oh, that's a punch straight in the face. Hover there, taking some damage, killing those little dudes. I'm sure they're not happy about that. Oh, I can't say that I'm happy about that either. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that was not a difficult wave. I mean, if the waves come out like that, then these towers will do their job. Now, I've noticed that as I suspected, they are coming out of that other loomy darkness section over the back there. And, well, where do they go? I mean, again, I can put towers along the side of where they walk, but I can't actually block them off. They come up here, they come up here, go past the giant glowing sperm balls, and then down here. da. And then they join up with their other alien friends going past my towers. So, although they come out of a different section entirely, they are going to have to go past these same weapons. So, I don't imagine I have to worry about that too much in terms of placing towers anywhere other than this one route they all have to take. So, I'm going to continue to defend this section with weaponry. Now, again, the advice being soften them up at their entrance to the level or their exit, however you want to look at that, the doorway they come through, but also have the core protected, have a couple of guns around the core so that anything that makes it through those first barrage of guns, because obviously the guns will focus on an enemy and then they'll need to reload and do whatever. We do have some flying creatures coming in, so these fast-paced guns are really what we want here. So we'll put some. So I can't place anything around the actual core itself, so I guess this is the closest we're going to get. Now, I noticed something down here. On the table there appears to be 2 mines. I have never tried to... Yeah, you can. So, I've never tried to pick mines up in previous levels. I mean, obviously, if you look around, maybe there are some other Easter eggy things you can pick up or do, or some extra weapon to help you. I did notice some mines in the other level, and I never picked them up, and I probably should have done because they would have been extremely helpful. This mine, because it's orange and has 2 little white dots on it, I know it's just how many mines I've got. Okay. Well, I imagine if, because they're orange, they must do something different to the blue mines that come out of the AR mine dispenser. I can't be bothered to really go and look around too much to see if there's anything more useful. A couple of mines should hopefully be good enough here. So let's see what we've got. Good. Excellent start here. Now I haven't actually refocused my towers. Something I probably should have done and should do. So maybe that's something I need to look at going forward. Make sure that the towers are getting the right creatures. And at a minute, I'm glad they're punching them in the face. Okay. Spatial awareness. Pro tip for anyone watching this: when playing Sanctum, stay on the platforms, as that's the safest place to be apparently. Sailing through the air towards the ground is never a good place to be. So here we go. Hopefully, these aren't particularly difficult enemies, although this one is being more of a pain than I want him to be. I will just jump down and protect the core if I have to. Again, these flying creatures have no real path, and I can't seem to reach it. So, okay, so we cleared that wave. We are on wave 3, and I have to say I don't really know what to do and how to affect this. They are getting further and further each time. That's they've got right up next to the core on this wave, so I imagine that progressing forward, that as the enemy numbers increase, so does their potential to get past the defences we have. Now hopefully these guns can see quite a distance, and they have quite a range on them, so I'm kind of hoping putting one of those right in the centre will mean it can pick up and kill the creatures as they go, and continually follow them if nothing else. So we can get some more. Let's just change that so it's attacking the right thing. That one seems to be going for the most health creature anyway, so that's good. And I'm kind of thinking we might need to stick another tower. I've only got enough resources to build one of these anyway. I don't know where's best to place it here, I suppose. I'm just thinking that it'll help take out that second wave because they come down that ramp opposite, and it'll take out the first wave. And I am going to hopefully try and thin some of these out. As well, just so that the towers don't have too much to do as we go along here. So, usual business of ghost busting. Come on, walkers. Golden Wonder are always better anyway. If you don't get the Golden Wonder reference, then you're either younger than myself and or from another nation around the world. I'm hoping there will be some people that get the reference though. Anyway, we've got some more baddies coming at us. They're not particularly quick at this point. The rhinos so far haven't actually bothered me. This one does seem to be making a bit of a beeline for me. As you can see, that gun, because they're walking down that right hand side of the path, isn't actually doing any damage. Ooh, that's the first time I think I've been hit by one of those ever. Mark it in your calendar. That other machine gun isn't doing anything because they're just not walking within its boundaries. There's a couple of things with that. I guess we would need to upgrade the tower so that its reach is further along than it currently is. Obviously that takes points, and whether the gun's powerful enough or useful enough for us to bother with doing something like that, I don't know. I'm going to place another tower in and hope that that extra bit of damage does its job. Its range has now been increased, so hopefully that will be of some use. Power that gun up because it can do some damage, and kick this off because there's no point in hanging around. Now there appears to be a third now. I don't know where that third thing is. Over the back there. Okay, so there now seems to be a third wave of creatures coming in. Again, I imagine looking at the path they're taking, they are all going to have to get past this section. So it seems like a good idea just to overload this section with towers, because they all have to get past here at some point. And it's nice and early on, so hopefully it will thin out any enemies that can make it towards the core. So I've never been attacked by one of these creatures either, I don't think. Fortunately, they are nasty looking things. Jesus Christ, that one's getting awfully close. Doesn't seem to have bothered with me. Fair enough. Maybe that's why I've never been attacked by one, because, well, they don't attack you. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I could aim straight, this whole fucking game would be so much easier. You come back here and die. Good. Oh my god. So much energy, these things. It stood right next to a mine, and the mine's done nothing. I mean, do you have to actually, I suppose you do have to step on mines. They're not an area effects weapon. But you would have thought in the future they would have made mines able to see with sensors or something, rather than just... I realise the core is getting destroyed. You don't think I don't know how this game works. Basically, we are getting overrun with enemies here, and they're extremely powerful. large enemies, it would seem, and no damage has been done to these whatsoever. And with having to reload this gun so often, and because I'm such a terrible shot, and these are now swinging their testicles around like a porn star, it's kind of difficult to really get a kill on to these. My core is taking a beating. I mean, they have properly teabagged that core with their head there. Oh yeah, cheers dude, thanks for helping out there. What do? We've got more of those stupid headed creatures that only I can kill apparently, no one else has the ability. And some lesser creatures which aren't really going to bother anybody. Hopefully this drone will help chase down some of the enemies. Give it a little bit more damage. Perhaps I should think about upgrading those other guns far more than I have done. Because if the drone is more powerful, maybe it will be more useful. Hopefully that will do some more damage as it goes by as well. Essentially, you know, I'm winging it. We're going through. We're getting closer to that. The crux level wave 8, the wave that is make or break a lot of the time. That machine gun, now that I've upgraded it and it's got more reach, is now attacking more of these creatures. And I think, you know, if you can't channel them down a very small point, like they're having to here, then upgrading those guns is an essentialness so that they can actually. That second shot really is just shite. I'm going to get punched in the face here, aren't I? I'm just trapped in a corner. Yeah, this is not going to end well. I'm going to have to get out of that corner before I die, because everything's gone desaturated, which is bad times. So, oh Jesus. Kill those, reload, that's the spirit. And then we've got more of these god-awful creatures to kill. Shoot you in the head, or don't shoot you in the head. Completely and utterly fucking miss, and then throw ourselves off the level yet again. I should probably put a barrier there. Maybe that's what the spare couple of barriers are for. Stick them in the level so you don't throw yourself off without a parachute. So they haven't arrived here yet, but here they come, and Jesus, get down there. I imagine, yeah, there we go. No damage has been done to him. It's all on me. I need some upgrade to this weapon. It allows me to reload it less. And here it goes, bashing the core again. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't realise we had one of these armoured tank things, and literally no damage has been done to it. I'm going to leave it alone, let it get on with its thing, because I think these creatures are far harder to actually aim at and kill. So, yeah, I realise the core's getting bloody destroyed. This armoured and heavy, not really doing me any favours here. Jesus. I don't know if there's any point in putting any more of these close to the core. I mean, it would help continually fire, but if they're not close enough, then they're not close enough. They're not going to do any real good here. Now, I'm not sure, but that icon I can see off in the distance looks very much like a boss. We are on wave 6 of this particular run, and I can't believe they'll be throwing a boss in quite yet. I mean, I imagined wave 8, wave 9, usually, you know, the foul foul level for me is wave 8. I usually, there you go, boss has arrived. Usually around level 8 is where I start to fail at levels. It seems to be the difficulty tipping point for me, and to get to wave 6 and have a boss, that just seems ludicrous, and I am about to get pummeled here, I feel. No, it's going to go for one of my towers. That's not good, and it apparently killed me anyway, and 2 towers at the same time. Good, which basically means a large amount of the other enemy are not going to be attacked by guns, and there's that giant fucking thing over back there. So, yep, here we go. This creature taking a lot of damage all around, but still living. He's managed to kill him now. I mean, that Walker Warrior is just being unaffected by anything at the minute. The pups don't bother me. He is just going to mangle that guy there, and he is going to manage to leap and do some damage to the core. He's going to do some damage to the core as well. These guns kind of around the core aren't doing anything unless I upgrade them and push out their boundary of view. So really that's probably what I'm going to have to do, is just upgrade them rather than placing more towers. For fuck's sake. That core is looking worse for wear. So there we go. Little Walker pup here. You can hear those giant footsteps of this thing. Now, it still has 56,000 of its 80,000 health. Hide behind this wall. And die anyway. Interesting. I don't know what to say there. I mean, that seems entirely unfair. I'm pretty sure I avoided that. And this seems crazy as well. My gun is doing absolutely no damage. Hide right behind the wall, right behind the wall. Can't see me, can't see me. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It can't see me, it doesn't know where I am. Where it aimed was nowhere near me. I'd run down an entire ramp and yet still died. And I cannot look at that, zeros popping off of it. I can do nothing to this enemy. I may have to do some research into how the hell you can actually do damage to a super heavy, because this is just crazy. I now have no towers that are going to attack it, and that is defeat, because that massive blast just finished my core off. I don't know how I'm supposed to take on that thing at all. Oh well, there you go. A rocket tower might be useful. So I am going to have to play this level again. I'm not going to do that in this video. I think I'm going to end this video here. It's roughly 25 minutes long. And you know, to do it again, we're only on level wave 6, so I'm going to leave it here. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.